Cornell. I'm sitting here with the man himself, and as you can see, the crowd is just going wild. Pandemonium. Pandemonium. What a great show. And I know you didn't hear a word of what I just said.
No.
You didn't. Welcome.
I didn't hear a damn thing you said at all.
But that's a good noise.
Yeah,
it's a great
amazing.
noise. It's
Thank
great
you.
noise.
Yeah.
Chris, looking at that tape, you just seem to be very content, very happy. Does this new album, Carry On, have anything to do with that happiness?
It has a lot to do with it, really. The title itself kind of speaks it. Just the 13th album, the Carrying On in my career, the amount of joy that just went into making it, just the actual songwriting, the process was fantastic. And I really saw sort of a glimpse into my future when I was writing for this record, when I was making this record, at home with my family, my children and my wife, just working on music that I loved, and in a sense kind of had an epiphany that this is the way the rest of my life can be, if that's what I want. And I'm lucky to be around making music still. So this record is really kind of a turning point in that sense of just the first day of the rest of my life.
Really? You mentioned turning points, and you've been in a band or two in the past few years, and 1999, though, was actually the last solo release for you, Euphoria Morning, and I'm wondering how much transition and how much has your life changed personally and professionally in those last 8 years?
Completely, entirely. I mean, everything about it. I don't know. There's really very little that is the same, with the exception of some of the songs that I play on the stage, and that's it. I don't really have any of the same friends or any of the same people in my life. I'm happily married with babies, and that's my entire focus, really, besides music. My lifestyle, just in terms of just abusive behavior to myself and self-destructive behavior, is completely behind me, and that has a lot to do with just kind of a focus. Just when I look at a lot of old footage of myself, whether I'm speaking or playing music, I think back, and a lot happened in a really short period of time, and most of it didn't really register. I was always sort of thinking about tomorrow, and the idea of slowing down didn't make any sense to me. Now, in every way except for the actual music and the actual performing and recording music, it's not so much of a slowing down, but just kind of a stopping and looking around and taking each day as being something that I'm lucky to have and I'm thankful to have.
When I first got your new disc, Carry On, I always have to scan the song titles before I actually put it into my player. And track 8, I did a doot-doot double take, really. Billie Jean. I said, Chris Cornell singing a Michael Jackson song. This is great. Why did you decide to cover that song?
Well, when I wrote that for Michael, I was 12, and Q called me, and he said, yeah, Cornell, we need a song for this kid, because he doesn't have any song he can do is really dance. But he does this really cool dances backwards, but it looks like he's going forward thing. And I said, I got a song for that. No. That song kind of ended up on the record just because of how much fun it was just to tweak it and twist it around and turn it into something that I thought sort of lended weight to the lyric and just to the soulfulness that's kind of was lost in that song when they decided to make it a dance track. And I just like experimenting with music.
It works. You've said in the past that as a songwriter in a band, you felt that you had to let and make the music relate to the other members.
Yeah.
Making this Chris Cornell album and writing it, was it liberating for you?
I've always been able to do things sort of outside of whatever the context of the band I'm in is. So I've always felt pretty free and pretty open. And of course this record is no exception. I mean, really, the main thing is that I think when you're in a band, no matter what band you're in or what part you play in that band, there may be a song that is your favorite song, and you'll have this anxiety while it's being created that this might not end up on the record because the other 3 or 4 guys might not like it. Working on my own and writing songs for this record, any whimsical idea I had or any direction I went in where I just had that gut feeling that this is me, I believe in this music and I love this song, there was no anxiety at all because it's going on my record if I like it. And that's good.